doing the Love is Blind wedding day reaction. That's what I'm doing. I'm watching the episode. Tyler and Ashley are about to come on. Good morning. Good morning. I am live watching the episode and I'm going to react as I watch. I've done this for... Do not remind me again today. I've done this for a couple of other shows. For Tell Me Lies is my latest one. It's Tyler and Ashley's wedding day. This is where I'm starting. Let me leave. Okay. Fair. Completely fair. Have a great day. Thanks for hopping on. My grandma's name was Big Mama, by the way. Well, Big Mommy. But yeah, same. Tyler's reading a book.
I've overcome so much throughout my life.
The planned book reading.
Physically, and with Ashley, just felt like love coming through a wall.
Tyler, you deserve love more than anyone I've ever met. I don't want to question it or...
I'm skipping a little bit of that.
My best friend.
I already remember.
My soulmate. And just a great person in general. She's the most beautiful person in the world to me. Can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her. Ashley is everything.
Oh my God, Tyler. It's so hard to watch this after seeing Jessie Woo and Storytime with Ricky's live. I'm very confused.
This shit is crazy, bro. That's what you now? We used to gangster time. Gangster time.
Oh my God, that one guy is there.
Look, I ain't getting no married.
The one guy who made the TikToks.
What kind of kiss you done gave you, hugs? It had to be something, dog.
Yeah, let me be happy, dog.
Ty been wanting to be in love his whole life. So when y'all get out of here, what y'all got planned?
The wedding?
Yeah.
Then there's a reception.
But after all of us leave, where y'all going?
To the baby making station.
Tyler.
You see how he started smiling cheek to cheek? You trying to have a baby?
Tyler.
She does in like...
I don't know what to say.
No, like a year.
Get in touch with your children. Before making more. This is so much. But Ashley's gorgeous. Let me see her friends. Ah! Ashley looks so pretty. I'm just gonna act like she's not marrying Tyler for a couple minutes.
I brought you a gift. Thank you.
Ooh, it's in a big bag.
You can open it now. Okay.
Is it a purse? Oh my God, that's pretty.
Wait, this is stunning. It's a robe. Wait, what?
Ah!
Sexy time.
That's beautiful. Beautiful robe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, girl, be sure. You got to. You got to. I love this. I'm obsessed. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, all of Ashley's friends are gorgeous.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, they all have cute, like...
That part. Absolutely. Are you ready? I'm ready.
The one of the eye patches is all the way down her cheek. Love it.
I would reach this point a while
So
ago.
real.
And then it looked like I wouldn't reach this point for a while. Yeah, because the quality of men ain't... Yeah. Slim pickings. Okay, slim pickings. We gonna clearance a lot. Literally.
You might still be there.
It's like, I like that I found someone that loves as hard as I do. I feel safe.
No, I was supposed to forget this is Tyler for a minute.
Cool. But like, I feel protected emotionally, which is the most vulnerable part of myself that I don't share with everyone. So.
Oh my gosh, all of Ashley's wedding crew is just gorgeous.
The big spoon and he's a little spoon? Oh. Like, how is that?
He's big in areas and I'm big in areas. And the one thing I always tell people I love about him is that he allows me to be powerful. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be put in this little box. I don't want to be put in the kitchen. I have a career. I'm successful.
So who cooks, you or him?
Both.
I love that.
My ex couldn't boil an egg. Literally. He does a lot.
That's
Every
funny.
day he wakes up and gets me coffee. Every single day.
They should ask men, can you boil water? On Love is Blind. That should be a new prerequisite question. Can you boil water? If not,
But the thing is, he likes to be that way.
Actually, if they say a no, they'd probably cast them.
He just started doing it. He won't continue all habits, especially once we have kids, but I genuinely feel like he is just a lover. This man is willing to leap out of planes for you, girl.
Yeah, literally.
You can't make a man go to 7-Eleven for you.
I'm so conflicted, Ashley.
I can't wait to meet him.
What did everybody think watching this? What did everybody think watching this? Put your thoughts in the comments. Note that I'm only
Right? You deserve it
27 minutes
so
along.
much.
You do deserve so much.
And I know Ashley, if she's gonna say yes, she should.
The only thing that could make me not say yes is for something catastrophic to happen within the next few hours.
Ashley is so stunning. That's what I'm looking at. They're doing her hair right now. She looks amazing.
Like you feel
You know, my intuition is insane.
I didn't know you were supposed to leave that setting powder on for so long. No wonder I always
From
look
what
like
she's
shit.
telling me, it seems like he's been waiting for this moment.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
You're supposed to leave that stuff on for a few minutes
No,
and then
I am diving
and then
in,
pat it
trusting
in.
this person 180% to protect me, to care for me, for me to do the same, and it's a leap of faith. But leap
Lying
of
about
faith
your
don't always
children
mean that you know the outcome.
is a diabolical choice.
Today's the day.
Yeah, nervous as shit.
Listen, you were on TikTok,
My hands are cold as shit.
Jake.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
What the hell? This happened so fast. You know what I mean? Like 2 months ago.
Just 2 years in our mind.
That's what it feels like.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not.
How do you guys feel about it though? Like,
I think we're good.
Hank?
Oh my God! Thank you. Thank you for tuning in.
You always, I'm not 100% until she says yes. I don't know. I'm 100%.
You're 100%.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Do
what
people
I-
fast forward through this, or is this important?
No,
Or should I watch it?
Definitely think that she's 100%. It's
I
just
think
you can never be certain about
Taylor and
things.
Garrett and Tyler and Ashley are the only ones getting married.
Not until they happen.
You know, we've talked.
Marissa and Ramses already broke up in the first half of this, and he was all, "It's not you, it's me."
Right, personally. I gotta be honest, I'm excited for it. I hope this shit works out. I really do. Because I see it. I see in the way, in your mannerisms, in the way you talk, in the way that you've been, you know, acting in general, like, you're all in. Right?
There's not a doubt in my mind. Want her to hear what I gotta say? I'm just ready to see her.
I am fast forward, worth it, a boring finale. Okay, I'm at 29 minutes. It's like, I should have fast forwarded through Tyler, because now I want to hear Ashley for a minute.
You lucky you're here, brother.
Oh my God, she's so stunning.
No, I was surprised you even said that.
Yeah, he met Tyler. He cried.
Oh. So he likes him for you.
Yeah.
This is not a dream.
My heart broke for Marissa. It felt like voyeurism to see that. I read comments.
I mean, I was nervous, but now I feel like, goddamn.
Wow.
Yeah. My stomach hurt right now.
To be continued.
You good? Come on, take these shots real quick.
What I know is I'll be praying for
Appreciate y'all boys coming
Ashley.
here today to celebrate this with me.
Okay, yep. Appreciate you. And now Ashley. Oh my God.
The whole thing is following your heart.
Right.
For sure.
And it will bring you to your true destiny.
Oh my God, Ashley's grandma's so cute.
And I'm nervous, y'all. Don't ask something else.
Oh my God.
You each mean a lot to me. And obviously my mom and my grandma and the leading ladies in my life. It's a blessing to be able to have this moment. and share this
Ashley,
moment.
your
You
mom
don't
looks
get
like
to,
your
you know, share.
sister.
Right.
Where's your mom? Which one's your mom?
Um,
I'm very serious. If she's the woman in the orange dress.
And we're happy to be here.
Stunning.
We all knew that this day was going to come.
Yeah. Truly
Never
a
had
blessing.
any doubt.
yeah.
Oh my God,
Sometimes
her
we get
mom.
bumps in the road,
I get
but
it from
once
my
we get
mama.
there,
So
this is the
beautiful.
result. Tyler is going to shed tears when he sees you.
He's a
He has
beautiful
to.
young lady.
You look absolutely
She looks so
stunning.
gorgeous.
Yes.
I don't think there's enough words for how you look.
There's not.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
I've always said, like, I want to get married and stay married,
Right.
you know, and I want a happy marriage. Someone that was going to be my friend, my partner, that I was sure of
Mm-hmm.
and that I could trust. As much as I love Pop, you know, I learned just from watching the things I want and the things I didn't want.
I'm nervous for you, Ashley. I'm like
Longevity
nervous.
You guys had that no one can take from you that I want.
Ricky,
You know,
I saw
and
your
someone
TikTok the other day on the
that I
reunion, and it made me
enjoy, and that's
anxious.
my friend and my partner, and that doesn't leave me doing things alone.
Exactly.
It was Pop's death that led me to building my relationship with my father.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't want to leave any stones unturned in that scenario.
I hope that
Even
she
that's
doesn't
when I
end up
began to
disappointed.
Appreciate my father for who he is versus what I wanted him to be.
I really hope
With
that.
that, I'm able to still find the good in him. Like, what do I have to look up to him for? But he has other things I can look up to him for.
He's
You
done
know,
very well.
he's done very well. I admire him for that aspect. But I knew one thing for sure is I didn't
Wow.
want any man that was going to treat me like he's treated women and my mom. You always craved that friendship.
That's
You
real.
know what I mean?
We're human. We all make mistakes. Instead of being angry and holding on to past feelings, you chose to heal and you chose to forgive. Look how healed you are.
Oh, my cup.
Your
Why isn't
journey
it
has
gold?
been
LOL.
And you're about to be married, so
Yeah, I'm very, very, very proud of you, Ashley.
I love you guys.
super happy.
All right, Ashley, are you doing it?
Hey.
All right, I just skipped past Tyler's mom because I'm about to get spoilers. I kind of want to hear 1 second
But
though.
I've only heard you say like amazing stuff about her.
That's good.
It's just normal
Yeah.
gibbers, and I've asked you how many times already. You sure? You sure? You
Yeah.
sure? You sure? You're gonna be fine.
Agreed.
I know that's just crazy to me.
Tyler, a lot of things are crazy right
Where to
now.
go?
Okay, wedding day. Now I get to see. Oh my god, everybody looks so cute in the crowd.
This is actually really nice. Yeah.
Everybody's looking at us. That is how it feels at a wedding. Everybody's looking at us. What do we do?
So, Mama.
Thanks. Go ahead, have some.
Thank you.
Okay, well listen, Patricia, I'm a huge fan of. Tyler's grandma's adorable. Patricia, what's happening? Beautiful. Ah! The ballerinas are stunning.
Oh, wow.
What? That was iconic.
I love you so much.
Love you too.
You look so
The most beautiful fairy looking come out, like ballerinas come out, and then all of a sudden,
You imagine
that was
this
stunning.
days, but to see it,
Yeah.
this is my
Wow.
own daughter. You made me so proud.
Thank you.
So proud of you. Your life about to change.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of ways.
I believe that.
It's
Yeah.
fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Life is fun.
Yeah.
Always look
She
at
looks
the
a little
positive
scared,
side.
but I get that.
There's always negative, but don't dwell on the negative.
Mm-hmm.
Thrive and enjoy the positive side. That's what got me through life.
Yeah.
Because, it's the bad weather that make you appreciate the good weather.
That's so true. It's good.
A lot of us run
Mm-hmm.
when it gets bad,
Yeah.
and then later on we look down and be like, "Ooh, I should have stayed."
Mm-hmm.
So when
I
it
think
gets
that
bad,
advice would be great for Tyler
just
and not great for Ashley.
always
Just
rise
because there's a lot of situations where
Yeah,
women shouldn't
sure.
stay.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
high. Just stick in there,
I will.
good or bad. You
Yeah.
gotta stick in there.
Good or bad, you have to
Love
stick in
you,
it.
and,
Disagree. Completely disagree. But her dad is cute.
Love you.
I love you too. Thank you.
Okay. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Do it! Oh my gosh, they have like such magical things. Oh, I love that. Will everyone who is able please rise for the bride? That's really nice. That's a nice sentiment. Her bouquet is beautiful.
And return thank you.
I know.
I wonder if this venue is in DC. It probably is, right? But I feel like sometimes they go to like Colorado randomly for like, unless they were in Colorado. Let me know what city you think this wedding is in. Or what state.
Thank you so much, Mom.
I asked today who presents his bride to be married.
Her mother.
Thank you. Everyone may be seated.
You look great.
Amazing.
Okay, here we
Everyone please bow your
go.
heads for a prayer.
Here we go.
Heavenly Father, we come before you today to celebrate and witness the union of Ashley and
Get to
there will
it.
be joy. There will be much laughter.
Less of him talking, more of
Love is
him.
something that you do.
Still
But if you
talking.
work at it every day,
Not him centering himself in this wedding.
You become my confidant, my joy, and my greatest adventure.
The officiator just kept talking and talking.
You've shown me what love truly is. I promise to cherish every moment, support your dreams, and embrace the beautiful unknown.
Wow,
that
she
lies
looks
ahead.
stunning.
With you,
I
every
mean,
day is
her
a new
makeup is
chapter, and I can't wait
absolutely
to fill the pages of our
flawless.
love story together. I commit to building a future filled with laughter, understanding, and joy. As we embark on this journey together, I pledge my heart, my loyalty, and my deepest love to you. I promise to love you, keep
I wonder what
guiding
she's
the center of
thinking
our
right
lives,
now.
and continue to keep taking these leaps of faith with you. I love you.
Ashley, didn't any of your family members look him
Tyler.
up on Facebook
My
or vice
Tyler.
versa? Like, I don't know. What are they thinking sitting here? I have nosy family members.
The man who makes me feel soft, adored, and protected, heart and body. I've never felt a love this pure, yet fierce.
Aw.
I feel like we can
Women
do
are so
anything
beautiful.
in life as long as we have each other. I feel like I'm living in my own fairy tale. You're my soulmate. I think the Lord created you just for me.
Oh, Ashley, I don't want this to
From
end badly
symbolic
for you.
leaps to emotional leaps,
Ugh.
you showed me every time that you're there for me. You literally jumped out of a plane for me.
That was
And you're
cute.
afraid of heights, which is nuts. But you didn't fold. And I love you for that. For always making sure I know that you have my back. With that, I promise to love and respect you as my best friend, my future, my partner in life. It's you and I.
She wrote a really eloquent speech.
Yeah.
Like I said, women are so beautiful, both with our words and looks. She's so stunning.
so Ashley and Tyler, you chose to get engaged and spend the rest of your lives together based on a deep emotional connection. Looks,
Don't care, once again, just get to the
you
ideas.
take Ashley to be your wife. To have and to hold from this day forward. For better or for worse. For richer or for poor. In sickness and in health. Do you promise? to love and
Obviously,
cherish
he's going
her
to say
the death
yes.
you
The
part?
question is, will Ashley?
I do.
Duh.
Ashley, do you take Tyler to be your husband? For richer or for poor, in sickness and in health, do you promise to love and cherish him?
Why do you put more emphasis on her vows than his? Do you promise? Maybe. I don't.
I do.
No. How do people do that?
This ring, I marry you.
I marry you.
If you can do the classic whistle,
I now
let me
pronounce
know.
You officially married. You are now husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
Hey, hey! Love is Blind's music choice is so funny. Ha, 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 ha. She looks stunning. Oh my god, that guy's doing the whistle thing again.
So we're going to end this ceremony with the
Ooh.
African tradition of jumping the broom.
Oh, cute.
During the days of slavery in this country, Tyler and Ashley would have not been permitted to marry. Jumping a broom was a formal and public declaration of the couple's commitment to one another, sweeping away all the negative energy and making for all things that are good to come into your lives. So Tyler and Ashley will now begin their
Wow,
life with a
beautiful.
clean sweep.
I'm glad that they put that in
1,
there.
2, 3.
They made the broom look so pretty too.
All right, it is now my privilege to introduce to you for the very first time.
Heavy on your privilege because listen, white man, you were centering yourself a couple times during this wedding. Okay, there's a couple times you talked a little bit too much. Hey, hey, hey. Actually, I kind of like the Love is Blind songs, and I think that means I have terrible taste in music. Hey, hey.
Ashley, Marissa Ramses.
Say it again.
Ooh.
She got a husband.
I have a husband. You were right.
I do.
Adiance. 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 Adiance.
Made it.
I'm so excited.
That's kinda
Like,
fun.
all the nerves that I felt now are just gone.
Enchanté, Adiance.
I'm really. It's
I
that
can't stop smiling. My cheeks hurt.
best feeling in the world.
Love you.
Stop.
Cheers to us.
To a fun future.
It's a Wednesday. Go watch the finale.
Right?
Or turn it on with me. Except just know that I'm
Hey, look at my shoes. You know what
48
I'm talking
minutes. Let me see your shoes.
about? Says I do.
On the bottom. Oh.
How crazy, right?
Well, I wish you would show me.
How cute.
I started doing styling 2 months ago. And it's changed.
Cute. Who's this? Eddie? Oh no, wedding day. Okay, Taylor and Garrett, I am skipping a little. I already know you guys are going to say yes.
The one thing that really hit me is you said that like Taylor's like, so like Taylor's like your gift to the world, and I don't like, my job isn't to like receive that gift, but to accentuate it and to help her be the best person she can be, because she's already going to be great. She's always going to be great, and so my job is just. To,
Oh, is this Taylor's dad? Wow.
She fulfills like who she should be and who she wants to be, and that's,
He didn't want to be on
I
camera.
promise to take great care of her. I promise to be there for her and always respect her and put her feelings first. That's what I plan to do. So.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. You have more than my blessing. You have my undivided attention. Anytime, anywhere on this planet, if you ever need anything, Fawn and I are there for you and Taylor. It doesn't
Aww.
matter where you made that connection. You and Taylor have kind of gone through those tough conversations because, you know, marriage, there's a tough day coming, you know. This is my brother's taught me. Taylor was with me when my brother died, and you know, for 2 weeks, she was there with me, and she'll do the same for you.
Aw.
And you know, life will have its challenges, and so having the right partner, you know, and Fawn kept the family together, and you know, it will happen. There's no doubt about it. I had 8 groomsmen, and I have 4 left. One of
Wow.
my good buddies passed away last month.
Aw.
So we have to be there for our friends and our family when they need us. So it's not, you know, it's not always.
Her dad is very sweet.
You know, there'll be some tough times.
Yeah.
But you'll get through it.
If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm
appreciate it.
boarding gardening to
I
the
appreciate you
side.
being here. I know she appreciates you being here.
Yeah.
You being here, I know, means so much to Taylor. It means
Good
so much to
morning.
Taylor.
What
You're
part
here.
are we at?
You're gonna walk her down the aisle.
1 hour in. I have 22 minutes left. I'm about to see Taylor get married.
Oh my god, the veil goes perfect.
Oh, her friends are gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Taylor looks stunning too. Everybody looks cute. Her mom looks cute. Everybody.
It's actually like goes so nice. Oh my
Wow, she looks like
beautiful.
It looks like one of those like princesses
I
dresses.
feel like absolutely
Maybe
stunning
Middleton.
today. It's happening.
It's already happening.
Look at you.
Sheena.
Beautiful daughter.
You
Okay.
guys are matching.
They're so cute.
We make such a
Okay, Garrett's mom made.
weighted decision so fast.
Quickly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you guys haven't spent much time with her, but you will. But she's brilliant. And she's very logical and considerate. And
What the hell's she doing with you then?
yeah.
You writing?
His parents just humbled him.
You aren't typically a very spontaneous when it comes to serious things. And
I guess that makes me feel better that he's not typically spontaneous.
I just sleep last night.
Really well. And I thought that was
That
great.
that makes me feel like he has better intentions. I think this was their season. Their wedding was gorgeous. I can't wait to see.
Yeah, what it is, yeah. Even though Taylor and I are very sure about each other.
Thank you for everybody who's sitting here and watching the finale with me. I wish I could show both sides, but copyright. We are watching Love is Blind, the finale. I'm an hour in.
And her as well, so like I've been doing my...
Okay, I want to hear your vows, Garrett.
Yeah.
13's a good number.
No, it's good. I feel we
Good
feel
sign. Good sign.
We're excited for you.
Thank you for liking the live.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting all.
Okay, Garrett, let's get this show on the road, okay?
As you show.
So his mom looks like she's being supportive. This is kind of a boring finale. I thought there was a lot more couples. Like, where are all the couples? Taylor's brother's hot. K. Thomas, hiding. Just kidding. But he is hot. Respectfully. You know what? Taylor should have invited Garrett's ex so that she knows what's up. The ex should have came and got a front row seat to his new life. I don't know. Just kidding. That's really mean and petty, but it's an intrusive thought. It's at least an intrusive thought.
She's adorable.
Oh, the little girl in the wagon. Okay. Adorable. So cute. Yeah, I mean you.
Every father's dream.
Tom.
I do the same without you. I love you so much. And thank you so much for being here today, making this.
I love you too. You got this, girl.
That's cute.
Fourth quarter, let's go.
Yes, Garrett does accept that. 100%.
Please rise.
Oh, Garrett's mom is wearing the staple mother of the bride, or mother of the, like mother dress at weddings. I've seen that dress so many times and it's stunning. Usually mother of the bride. Diamond, thank you for liking my live. You are so cute. Where are they? Do you know, Diamond? Where are they for this wedding? Is this in what? Is this in Washington, D.C.? Is it somewhere in Maryland? Where do we think they are?
Who presents this woman to be married to this man?
Her father does.
Aww. Aww. Again, cute. Get your morning gardening tools.
Please be seated. Family and friends, thank you all for coming today to share in this wonderful occasion. Today we're here together to unite Taylor and Garrett in marriage.
Oops.
Taylor and Garrett, as scientists, you've just conducted the most important experiment of your lives. In a laboratory of double-blind pods, you compressed years of dating experience into an accelerated
Laboratory pods. I was like, that sounds creepy, but it's like a science reference.
Today bring you here to be married.
Oh my god.
Watch it be like a Pythagorean theorem. It's gonna be like a formula
The notes help, huh?
for how they equal each other.
Taylor, you said it many times, the beautiful thing about us is that we didn't come into this expecting to find our person that was just coming in here and learning more about ourselves, and just with a very small glimmer of hope that we might find.
Pause. I didn't realize that they were married on the 13th day because I was kind of like skipping over through things. That's absolutely adorable. What?
Someone that we
That's
wanted to spend the rest of our lives with. To find the connection that we had in the pods, and to find that feeling that I hadn't felt before and that I never thought I would ever find, that magnetic connection that we talked about. And then to have that just buoyed by seeing you, and well, I did not think it was possible to feel this way.
What word was that? Buoyed?
With a very small glimmer of hope that we might find someone that we wanted to spend the rest of our lives with. To find the connection that we had in the pods, and to find that feeling that I hadn't felt before and that I never thought I would ever find, that magnetic connection that we talked about. And then to have that just buoyed by seeing you.
I've never seen someone
well,
use buoyed in a sentence.
Finding a partner that I just think is so perfectly matched for me, and that I feel just perfectly matched for you. And that's exactly what I feel like this is a partnership. Promise to keep singing and dancing with you, to never give up, to always be at your side and support you through everything that life throws at us, to be patient and understanding.
That's cute.
Promise to always put your feelings first. I promise to make every day as hot as the ones we had in Cabo. I told you every day since I love you, and I'll continue to tell you that every day. And more importantly, continue
Yes,
to tell you
Taylor
that
is
every day.
so
Show you how
respectful.
special you
She
really
has
are.
such
I love you,
emotional
Taylor.
intelligence,
You mean the
and
world
she's a
to me.
great
I promise to always do
communicator.
that for you.
I also have some notes.
In very Taylor fashion.
Yeah, even says no.
Yes, prettier than what I had written down.
Well, G.
I love that she has it in
It's rare to
a
see someone
binder.
with a soul like yours. It really is. You truly are a person who sees people, and I know that you truly see me. I also love your sense of humor and wit. You truly are an incredible glassblower. But more importantly, you're going to be the person that helps me make the really heavy things in life that will be thrown our way feel lighter. You lovingly challenge me and make me want to be better every day.
Garrett, you look so
And I
much
feel that
hotter
you
with
as my
long
partner,
hair.
There truly isn't anything that we can't do.
I can't imagine how hot you would look if you had your long hair right now.
There's a term for the feeling of warmth on your skin in the sun during wintertime, which is called apricity. It's just a term that really resonated with me throughout this process. And when I reflect on when this opportunity came up in my life, I was purposely giving dating the cold shoulder. I would think, I still have so much to do. But you've really made me realize that I just hadn't opened up to finding the right person.
She's so
And now
eloquent.
I see an incredibly bright future together. We are the kind of people that were always going to do the things in life that we wanted to do individually. But everything
So
I do with
cute.
you is more meaningful. And I promise to always love, respect, and appreciate you. And I'm sure our future family is going to be one that we've always dreamed of.
Very cute.
When I look at you, I feel like I've known you for years, not weeks. Wild, right?
42 days.
42 days.
Wow.
you're the numbers guy. Yeah. Garrett,
That would
you
give
truly
me
are
the
one of a
smile.
kind. I'm so lucky and so thrilled to have you as my partner for the rest of our days. I really caught a big fish.
Oh, she used it. Cute. She used their little saying. Aw, her bridesmaid
Taylor
looks
and Garrett,
adorable in the
you chose to
pantsuit.
get engaged and spend the rest of your lives together based on a deep emotional connection. Looks, age, finances, and all the superficial things of the world were not a factor for you two. Now
Oh,
is the
these
time
cherry
to
blossom
decide
trees
if
or whatever
love
the
is
freak
blind.
these are. Rose it. Like, what is
Will
this?
you get married?
Stunning.
Commit to face
Stunning.
life together as husband and wife?
I feel for
Or
Ashley
will you
so
walk away
tremendously.
forever? Garrett, do you take Taylor to be your wife from this day forward, for better or worse, for richer or poorer?
Who's the lady in the hat
for
just
sickness
absolutely
and
sobbing?
health,
I'm dead. She's blonde
to
hair.
love
She's like,
and to cherish always.
she burned leather. Oh, her bridesmaids are adorable. Love.
Absolutely.
His sister, oh my god, she's hilarious. She's adorable. She reminds me of the girl from Dancing with the Stars who was crying for the
Taylor, do you take Garrett to be your
Brazilian
husband
Olympian.
from this day forward, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish always?
I wish I knew none of outside dramas.
Taylor, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
With the pledge to love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Yeah.
Kiss each other and seal your vows.
Cute. Cute. Oh, now we check in. I like that, actually.
I really feel like we're in another simulation.
Yes, like very out of body experience, but it feels so right. That's what is like guiding me through all of this. It's just how I feel about you.
Aww.
You know, you know.
Oh, I watched.
Did you?
I watched. I have a lot of feelings on that.
I always thought I'd be like
I'm so stressed by it.
panicking somewhere. And like, today was like the wedding that I didn't even dream of, but I'm so glad it turned out the way that it did.
That was like the most shocking hour, that episode with Jessie Wu and Storytime with Ricky and Deshawn. It was so dark and like an hour of just... And I believe her 100%.
Okay. The rest of your life, too.
Oh, wow.
It just went from worse to worse. Like at first I was like... And then I was like...
This is how you
And I was like...
naturally transport people in Fredericksburg, right?
Love is absolutely blind.
I love Taylor's laugh.
Totally blind.
I love when people laugh like that.
Love you.
That kind of hurt.
Well, like, Garrett is the kind of man that only comes along once in a lifetime. I'm so excited.
So cute. Wait, is this the 13th? Are they getting married on the 13th? Is this day the 13th? 13 people in here, 13th day? What?
I'm so excited for what's to come.
Me too.
That's cute. That's really cute.
It's just the start of the rest of our lives. That's the beautiful thing about it. We're just
Aww.
I can't wait.
Love you.
Aw, I like the way they look at each other. Very sweet. Aw, Taylor's crying while she's dancing. Ashley, stunning. Ah! Stunning.
I'll say it again. I have my person and my best friend.
I wouldn't have found a love like this if I didn't do this experiment. Look at someone for
13 years later, we get a special episode. Shut up.
You don't always get married to your soulmate.
I feel like Taylor issued the grow out hair.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow waking up and being a married woman.
Yeah.
And now you got a ring on your hand. Now it's solidified. I got a second ring. You know, now I'm like no longer engaged. I'm married. So happy.
Second ring? Wow.
I'm happy.
Does that mean Tyler went out and bought a second ring that opposite the one Love is Blind gave him to give? I wonder what that means. Oh, the band. Are you with the band? Is there not a reunion preview? Yes, I did see something about the knee thing.
I called Mr. Allen. I'm thinking in my mind, okay, here we go.
Oh, that Zodiac thing is out today.
Mr. Allen.
Okay, I'll be watching that. I'm watching you, yeah, ain't that true? I'll be watching that, for sure. I have to, like, pee really bad, but I really also want to talk about the live. like the live with like Ricky and Jesse. So unfortunately, I don't know what to do. And I'm a very honest person, and I'm very bad at saying things. So let me see if there's a way to mute myself. Oh, pause live. I'm going to pause the live and come back. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, let's talk about the live. I took notes. I want to preface with a trigger warning. So first of all, I'm about to discuss Jessie Woo, Storytime with Ricky, and Deshawn, who is the ex-wife of the mother of Tyler's children. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about that. The trigger warning is that this was dark. Like, this was like a lot of dark things being talked about. So I'm going to give my feelings, and I'll recap the basic necessities. So, first of all, hold on. I invited my friend to see if she can come on for this. Let's see. Okay, she may or may not be hopping on. Okay, so here's the thing. It was dark. There was a lot of things that was like a lot darker than I expected. Like, I expected this live to be just either kind of confirming what Tyler's role in the process was. Like, I kind of thought that that would be the entirety of what was discussed. And in fact, there was like a lot brought up. So, allegedly, for all of it, Tyler cheated on his ex-fiance every weekend, Friday through Sunday, and she didn't know about that. And I guess they said that like Tyler's ex-fiance was allegedly at the gender reveal party for Bri, which is how you pronounce her name, but she didn't know she was at the gender reveal party for Tyler's baby, his fiance, or that he had anything to do with the conception. So like that was already a lot to digest. And that was only a couple minutes into the live. And then we find out that allegedly there was threesome cuckolds going on where one of their friends liked watching their wife be intimate with his friends. And allegedly it sounds like Deshawn was saying that Tyler had some involvement in that as well. So that was shocking. And then this was not when he was in the military, allegedly. Like she said that this was after that. And I was confused as to whether or not Bri was part of these, because it sort of sounded like her ex-wife was saying that she was. So it's like a lot is going on. Like, already a lot is happening. And I feel so much empathy, like, for Deshawn, like, as she's saying all of this information, because it sort of feels like she was pulled into, like, a very sick or, like, toxic relationship. Like, it just seems like, yeah. So continuing on. So Bri was potentially part of these threesomes. And Deshawn says that Bri's videos, she posted a 5-part video in a red shirt. Those videos were the first time that she knew that the twins weren't hers. So, like, that's so traumatizing. I can't even imagine that. And then, so Bri wanted to have kids, 2 kids by 30, allegedly, was the situation. And her ex-wife, Deshawn, did not want a man to be involved in the process. Like, I think they wanted to go through a legitimate donor situation. And, you know, they're lesbian, so why would they have a man involved in this? And so Bri was allegedly very adamant about having a man involved in the process. And Deshawn, her ex-wife, always thought that that was very strange. But, and trigger warning, this is where, like I said, the whole thing is dark, but Deshawn says that allegedly her and Bri were in a abusive relationship and things were physical. So when Bri made decisions, you know, she's in this relationship and she's sort of forced to, like, go along with things. So it doesn't sound like she even has very much say in the ultimate decision that was being made. So that's heartbreaking. Okay, yeah, so she didn't want to have, so Deshawn does not want to have a male donor. Bri wants a male donor involved for some reason, okay? And Deshawn prefaces what they could have afforded to have a donor, and Bri said no, which was just confusing to her. Hi, Amanda. First, okay. So then they decided, so they had 2 friends. Allegedly, Bri had 2 friends from the friend group that were offering to help, okay? They looked at all of Tyler's finances, like all of this stuff. Like, Tyler was who was going to help them conceive. So they went the route of Tyler coming over in the bathroom, allegedly, and, like, putting his specimen in a cup for them. And then Tyler would leave, and the 2 of them would do their thing with, like, a stork contraception machine or whatever it's called. I don't even know what to call it, but would use that and, like, finish the process. Okay, so that's how they did things a couple of times, and that didn't work because allegedly Bri was testing frequently to see if they had any positives in pregnancies, and they tried that for, I think, 2 months. Okay, and then Deshawn goes out of town, and when she comes back, Bri takes a positive pregnancy test, and she claims that there was a 3rd stork contraception thing left over, and that her and Tyler used it, but Deshawn is inclined to believe that they hooked up and did things naturally, that they hooked up intimately. And she said that the timing's not possible that Bri became pregnant from the sessions that they did where Tyler was upstairs in the bathroom. So it's, like, a lot to follow. It's like, okay, so all he was supposed to do was be involved with the contraception. He was never supposed to be a father. If anything, he was going to act more like an uncle, and this was going to be their child because, remember, Bri and Deshawn were married at the time. So, and like I said, Deshawn talks about how her relationship with Bri was allegedly abusive, and that this was not the first relationship that Bri was in that was abusive. So Tyler is supposed to be the uncle, and this part I found very disturbing, and I do want to preface with a trigger warning for homophobia, because allegedly Tyler was at Bri and Deshawn's house, and Deshawn could get the vibe that the way Tyler was talking about the children, or talking about having a child, like he considered himself a major part of the process, or like a father. And that felt weird to her. And she talked about how her and Bri will accept and love their child no matter what, no matter if they're straight, no matter if they're queer, no matter what. And Tyler responded back to Deshawn and said, well, if he's gay, you know, or if our child's gay, then they're going to come up and ask you, why is Uncle Ty hitting me in the chest? Because I don't like that, essentially. And Deshawn was like, you are not going to hit my child in the chest. Like, you can leave. And so she was like very bothered by that comment from Tyler, because that's a very bothersome comment. Again, this is alleged just because I'm recapping the live. I too think it sounds like they were both done naturally, like just the way that things were described. So then Bri claimed in her videos that Deshawn left her before the birth of Cairo, when in reality, Deshawn just went out of town and then came back for the birth of Cairo. And Bri said that her sister was living with her, but in reality, Tyler was living with her, which Deshawn did not know. So all of this is traumatizing. All of this is traumatizing. And Bri and Ty end up teaming up for custody. So Cairo's born, and they end up teaming up for custody despite Deshawn's name being on the birth certificate and them being married. They end up getting a divorce. Tyler fights for parental rights with Bri, and Deshawn allegedly no longer has parental rights. So what's an interesting take, Diamond? Remind me of what I was saying, in case I misexplained myself. It sounds like a mess. And Deshawn says, you know, like, I don't want to make this story about myself. I don't want to make it about myself and Bri. Bri is a shy person, so I was surprised that she said things, but the way that she's explaining things is just not accurate, you know. And she says, like, she understands that she was, you know, grappling with her sexuality because it's not something that her mother was accepting of, which I completely understand and feel a lot of empathy for as well. So I think that there's some element there to deal with Bri, you know, and her complicated feelings about herself, and potentially seeking out people who share some of those complicated feelings. You know, I noticed too, but I didn't really badmouth Tyler. I think she has feelings for him. And, you know, like, the ex-wife was essentially saying, you know, like, I'm a lesbian, so, like, I'm with my wife, and I'm noticing that she's showing signs of liking this guy. And it's, like, very confusing to me. Eventually, I had to ask, like, what's going on between the two of them? And the entire thing is just traumatizing. Like, basically, he was supposed to help them conceive. And I didn't even get as far as to figure out the twins and, like, how that comes into play, because I had to stop because it was so much to digest. I felt so horrible for Deshawn, and I really just feel bad for this entire situation. And I think it's so bold of Tyler to come on Love is Blind with all of this stuff going on. Like, this sounds like a genuine Lifetime movie. Like, the description of everything happening between the threesome parties to then supposed to be doing things, you know, in a cup, but then you find out that they're actually potentially hooking up, but that's your wife and she's a lesbian. Like, there's so many different elements going on with this, and I don't want to act like this is just salacious information, because as I suspected early on, I've always thought that this felt like a very complicated situation. That's not giving Tyler a pass in any regards, but I felt like this was a very personal situation that was being thrown out to the public, and I can understand, like, the hesitancy to try to just explain all of this to viewers in a highly edited segment. Like, but again, why would he go on Netflix knowing he could get uncovered? It's mysterious. There's lots of things going on. What I'll say is, it also confused me because I guess there was allegations that Bri made against Tyler. I'm sorry, that he allegedly was also abusive. So there's just so much uncertainty with all of this. And I feel borderline like it's voyeurism for me to even watch this. Like I said, I didn't expect the live to go in as deeply as it did. And that's not at the fault. Jessie Woo did an absolutely amazing, phenomenal job. Shout out to Jessie Woo. Her empathy was absolutely amazing. Her questions the reverence for serious topics. I can't say enough positive things, and I've been a fan of Jessie for a while, and this was just one of her most phenomenal interviews. I think she had so much grace, you know, for Deshaun. So basically, it's just a lot of complicated feelings. It was amazing. So many good questions were gone over, and shout out to Storytime with Ricky as well. I mean, establishing that connection and bringing Deshaun on, and I mean, it was so much more than I could have ever expected. I don't even want to watch, but I want to know. Bryce said he went on the show to provide kids a better life. How he would get that, I don't know. Maybe they're assuming that he would get brand deals or something, but it was also interesting in Bry's video that Bry said that she was very supportive of Tyler going on Love is Blind. It's also just very interesting the lengths to which, and Jessie did a great job. She like Jessie was like, you know, like, I'm really just trying to understand the lengths to which they being Bry and Tyler, cut you out of this relationship and cut you out of the involvement with these children and fought for parental rights to then go on this show and not claim your children. Or I guess more important than that, because we don't know the nature of the footage and what's edited. I'm reserved on that. But what we do know is that there's been confirmation from Deshaun that it's always been a problem with child support, Tyler paying child support. We know that he hasn't seen his children in over a year, allegedly. And that's a problem. Like, I can't even think about psychologically, and this is why it feels like voyeurism. I can't understand psychologically the trauma for children. Seeing him and having him be a regular part of your life, and then all of a sudden not be there. You know, like, I just feel so much empathy there. I also feel horrible to the fact that, and because I don't have children, I feel like sometimes I'm naive to things. But when I covered everything initially, I definitely should have blurred out the children's faces. Like, I didn't even think about that as I first covered it. And it's like, I just feel bad that everything was shared even. Like, from the very beginning. It's a lot of people's opinions to come in on. I feel bad for the kids. I feel bad for Deshaun having to relive her trauma. She says that she's been in therapy. You know, Bry has a lot going on. But yeah, it was shocking. As far as do I do panels, I would love to do a panel. I'm trying to prepare a panel for Love is Blind reunion. I would love to go live with a couple of my favorite creators, people who I admire, and like discuss the reunion afterwards. So look out for that. I'm going to attempt to do that. I would also love to be invited on a panel. So anytime I am. Simple the mistake. I covered the story, but just directed them towards Ricky. Same. I also tried to direct them there. And I also feel like Ricky knows everything. Like, I want to make sure that when I cover things, like, I am steering towards her, because like, she's the original source for like so much of what's going on. I feel bad for Ashley because I think she may feel trapped. Absolutely. I feel bad for Deshaun and the kids. Absolutely. Side note, loved your Love Island USA coverage. Thank you. Thank you for tuning into my Love Island USA coverage. I want to let people know that, side note, unrelated, I watched a show that's very old, and I finished Tell Me Lies, so I was looking for something toxic, and I turned on a show called Animal Kingdom. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it. If you have, please comment and let me know. 2016, Animal Kingdom came out. I had no idea what to expect at all. I went and got a massage for the first time in my life this week. Somehow the lady at the front desk was like, you need to be watching Animal Kingdom. I cannot believe that you missed that show. And she like saw my Tell Me Lies hoodie, and she was like, oh, Tell Me Lies? Love that show. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even know that like you would be watching it. Like, I'm shocked. But anyways, Animal Kingdom reminds me of Sons of Anarchy, Succession combined. I'm somehow really into it. There's 6 seasons of it, and it's all that I've been watching. I'm going to be watching Zodiac today. Let me know if you're going to be watching the Zodiac series. I don't know why Ashley didn't request to speak with Bry. It's like, I just wish that Love is Blind wasn't so greedy in terms of Okay, so really, you guys need to put out the reunion October 30th. These people's lives are just like hanging and waiting. You know what I mean? Oh my God.
Hey, friend.
Ah, sorry, my volume was all the way down. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You hear me?
Okay. I can hear you. I was just recapping Tyler. I was recapping Storytime with Ricky and Jesse Wu's live that they did with Deshaun, and I just finished that. And I was just talking about how greedy Love is Blind is because the reunion's coming out the 30th. And so obviously cast members aren't going to be doing interviews that give away any spoilers that they're waiting.
Yes.
To have revealed in the reunion. And it's like people's lives are generally on hold and in waiting. And I feel like that's not fair. Like I have a lot of empathy towards Ashley, who's just like, I don't know, like what can she post or what can she say? Like they drag us along. It's way too long of a wait.
Yeah. But I also feel like Ashley kind of gave it away with how much she was defending him in the comments of people's TikToks and Instagram reels.
I sort of thought that initially, and then I'm like, it may just be like, well, first of all, yes, like that could be a total possibility, but I don't know why I was kind of wondering if like it would make me feel better to like defend my decision and like potentially how I was like deceived. You know what I mean?
No, I would have heavily laid into, I was like, I'm just as surprised as you guys, or like just the side eye emoji, like just the side eyes.
Yeah.
Or the eyes looking at, like, not the side eye emoji, but the eyes.
Do you think that would give it away to you though? Like if you saw her respond to someone with just a side eye, do you think you'd be like, oh, they're not together? She like thinks that he's acting, what's it called?
No, because I mean, she gave it away with what she was saying anyway. I think that's more inconspicuous than anything that she did.
She would definitely get in trouble for giving it away.
Yeah.
They get fined like look at Renee Poche. You know what I mean? Like they get fined millions of dollars for giving stuff away. I know you get fined allegedly $50,000 if you walk away from wedding day and you refuse to have it filmed, or if you just leave the process at any time. But I think that it's higher if you actually spoil the ending. I think they get more.
But like, are they really charged that? Because this year I feel like everyone broke up before the wedding day. So like, how much are they really charged? Like, did they change it this season because of Renee?
No, because last season it happened to Matthew Duliba.
No, but I'm saying, did it, like, for this round, because they filmed some stuff simultaneously or like so close together, because of Renee's thing, did they take out the clause saying you can leave because like she was basically saying I couldn't leave because you guys said you would find me and this, that, and the other?
No, I think that they changed their contract so that you can't report to the media and everything would have to be settled in court. Because I saw a behind the scenes interview that was posted to Variety about season 7. And I found out that Chris Colen, who's like the producer, he also owns Kinetic Content, the production company. So like that's a pretty big deal that he has that much say over the information that goes out. Diamond, I can bring you up to join in for us, but I just want to preface that I'll probably be getting off in 15 minutes because I have a sore throat. So I'm just going to go live until 12:15. So
literally, I have a sore throat too. That's so funny.
Everybody's getting sick. I don't know if the weather's changing.
It is. But okay, so tell me about the Jesse Wu. Give me like the brass tacks of what happened with the Jesse Wu live, because I haven't watched that.
Okay, hold on. First of all, Diamond, good morning, hello, or afternoon, wherever you are.
Good morning, ladies. Big fan. Positively uncensored, big fan.
Oh, you're so cute. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you for following me. Let me make sure that, can I follow someone while I'm on here?
Yeah, just click their box and then it should.
It says gift, microphone, camera, expand.
Yeah, and then click where it says to diamond. Click that, and it should let you follow.
Okay. Oh my God, that worked. Okay, good. Okay. Sorry, I want to make sure that I can keep in contact with you. First of all, before we dive into Jesse Wu, did you have something that you would like to add to conversation?
Yeah, so I did want to touch because I see you guys discussing well, this was in reference to you saying that they're dragging it out. And I do feel like I think, and I said it earlier, that they should have dropped the episodes just like they did with Habibi in terms of all the episodes. And I feel like less outside noise would have definitely changed the trajectory of the whole season.
Yes.
And then I also saw that same thing when we're talking about Ashley, because I do sympathize and empathize with Ashley in this situation, but I do feel like it's a drag out because being that it's a year, like it happened a year ago, and I was just looking at a video saying that when it comes to the contracts, they are binding until the last day of filming. So essentially they're still like bound together legally if they were. Well, I guess being that, you know, this situation probably came out, so she's legally been married to Tyler this whole time. So if something was to happen, it's just like, damn, you're still locked in with him since filming is still happening.
Oh, you can't leave them?
No, I just saw the I think it was like a lawyer saying that in terms of the contracts from season 2 that they are to be bound and they can't say anything until the season is fully released.
Say anything. I think it's like verbal contract, verbal binding, not like you can't leave this person if they're abusing you.
Okay. I wonder what would happen, just like hypothetically speaking, if an altercation did happen between a couple, and I never want to put this out there, like bad juju. So this is a hypothetical couple that doesn't exist. But if an altercation did happen that was like on record with the police department, like, do you think that would be something that Love is Blind tries to cover? Like, do you think that they try to get involved in that capacity to try to preserve the storyline? Like, what do you think would happen?
I mean, unless they're like the actual party, I don't think they can get involved. Like, they're not party to whatever is going on. I mean, they might try to, are you saying, or would they try to stifle it so like it doesn't get out?
Right. Like, would they try to like bury it?
I have a hot take.
Tell me.
I feel like when, especially with this season, when Alex and Tim got into their shenanigans and it was alleged that, you know, she put her hands over his mouth, to me, that's physical. And I don't think that they should have been able to continue the process from then.
But she has come out and said that's not how it happened, actually.
Okay, so if it let me to be totally clear, if it was like that, I would completely agree. Okay. Yes. Like, I just want to make sure that's completely clear. Like, I would 100% absolutely agree. I do also want to like believe Alex when she says that didn't happen though. And like I said, I'm fully willing to admit if this makes me maybe like an unhealed person, or perhaps just means that I myself just have a lot of PTSD that I can't help but project onto shows that I watch. But for me, myself, there's a certain point where if I can't get a word in, it becomes so overwhelming and overstimulating that the options are either to leave or raise your voice louder. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And kind of like in a situation, you know, very, very few times do I feel like I hold the power in that situation. Like, if physically, you know, like I don't feel like I have that, you know what I mean? So what I have is the volume of my voice. So I feel like I could see a world where I would get so overwhelmed because, mind you, if someone's involved on your routine and like, you know, you're trying to deal with that and cameras, I could see myself doing the like, stop, like, please shut up, like, please stop it. I could totally see that reaction from me. And I feel like that's why I have grace for that motion, but that could mean that I'm supportive of like a not okay reaction. And I'm willing to admit that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Diamond?
I think that's a fair evaluation from it, but I could only think back to when I first saw Tim's initial reaction, because to me he looked dead when Alex was trying to hug him. So that's why, even though I'm not gonna discredit Alex and, you know, her doing that, but I think it was probably deeper and the argument probably was a lot more to him But I give grace on both parts. But I do think that even if it was directly on his mouth or not, that they shouldn't have been able to continue further.
I agree too, because I'm going to be honest, it was very apparent that things weren't, there really wasn't very, I don't want to be judgmental, like, but there wasn't much chemistry.
No,
I
don't
agree.
think that Alex
No,
liked
I
her,
agree.
to be honest. I think she felt trapped that she had to stay or pay the $50,000.
Like, so I didn't see the compatibility, so I would have been okay with them shutting it down anyways. But I also want to make it very clear that in no way do I think that Tim was doing any type of threatening behavior. It's more of the overstimulation of when you feel like you can't get a word in. And it's like, that feeling is really horrible. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever been through it, but it just feels really bad when you're that severely misunderstood. It, like, no one's around that's going to give you a second to speak your piece.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next? Marissa and Ramses. Like, what'd you think? What'd you think of the conversation?
Is it Nikkei?
It's Nikki.
Nikki, did you watch the episode?
I did not, but
that's why I didn't want to go into it.
Okay, wait. Let me not. Do you want us to not discuss this then? Because I don't want to spoil it for you.
I'm fine with spoilers. Someone already said like it made them feel bad. I mean, I don't think that Marissa and Ramsey should have got married. I think Ramsey is like a fake woke feminist. So,
okay, so we can talk about it.
Yeah,
it was. That's why I positively I was letting you handle it because it gave to me from my perspective. I was like, it's giving Nikki didn't watch, but let me gauge.
There was like a long pause, and like unfortunately, sometimes I'm bad at reaching up on social cues, and other times I'm really great at it. So I was like, maybe everyone's gathering their thoughts.
No, I texted you back, and I was like, I haven't watched. I was just about to turn it on because I was watching another show on Amazon Prime called The Tribe. It just came out. Ooh. It's really good. It's all based on like most of them are from India, Mumbai. And they're coming here and they're creating it's like basically mom talk. None of them are moms, but they're here in LA now. And so it's really, really cool. So I slept through the 9 episodes. I fell asleep to it and then it ended. So I'm back at episode 7. But I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot Love is Blind. And that's also something that like with them dropping this so like poorly and like how they chose to release the schedule, it makes people forget like every Wednesday I should be watching this, at least for me.
Same, 100%. I'm writing down that show, by the way, The Tribe, so that I can watch that because that sounds really good. Marissa and Ramses. Okay, I'll like give you. I'm going to talk about what happened, but I'm going to do it so that you can still have room to be like, okay.
I love spoilers. I will literally be watching a show and like be on Wikipedia finding out what happens on the show. So I'm fine with either way.
Okay. So I'll leave space that you could draw your own conclusions. But basically, they have a conversation where Ramses says that he doesn't know if he can handle Marissa's energy. He loved it in the pods, but now he's wondering if it's too much. And Marissa's like, you already know that you can't live with me. Like, just say it. Like, just come out and say it. And Ramses is pretty much like, it's not you, it's me. And she ends up crying for a very long time. It was at least like 15 minutes of crying because it was 16 minutes of this conversation. And a good portion, she was very upset. And it felt voyeuristic to watch. It felt wrong that they were being filmed. And Ramses just like I said, the "it's not you, it's me" is almost too
vague.
It's almost like too stupid to even write. Like it's like that's what every man says.
Yeah.
You know? Like she really had to. It felt like she was seeing herself the way he saw her for that time, and I hated that for her because he's wrong. What was your perception, Diamond?
I took notes. I agree with everything that you're saying. I do feel like, hold on, let me turn my camera on. Hey. Hi. I also took notes. I said that it was 15 minutes of Marissa going through it because that's what I felt. I felt like she was going through it and I wanted to go through the screen for the first time and actually hug her. Mm-hmm. But what I disliked most, and I give her grace, but to me it was coming off, I don't want to say begging because I know the situation because I really do think that she truly loved him in that moment. But it was the "are you sure" for me that really just threw me off the ledge, because just like Marissa, I think he's giving you an out. He is saving you. And I think in that moment, I needed her to like really realize like, this is a blessing in disguise. And when she was on the phone with her mother saying like, this is the worst breakup, it hurt so bad, that kind of like, it did something to me. It did something. But I think aesthetically, they're a beautiful couple. But what I don't understand is how they actually made it this far, or maybe like the questions that was really happening in the pods, because it kind of, it blew me. I'm from New York. I don't know if you understand my lingo, but it kind of did something to me when they were arguing the last, 30 minutes, that episode about the military.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. So I don't understand the conversations that they were having, but
I mean,
yeah, it was a lot of inconsistencies between them.
Yeah. I didn't get when he said, I mean, first of all, he is so twisted up inside his brain, because he's like, I don't want like the white supremacy of like the military. But I'm like, but you're holding on to like male supremacy when you're saying that she should get on birth control because you don't want to wear a condom because it doesn't feel good for you. Like,
what I think, another hot take. I'm sorry, I'm full of hot takes, but this is me. I think Netflix should ask maybe the cast before, like during the interview process, about contraceptions, because this is a second season where the man has this debate of, oh, you know, I want to feel it and things like that. And it's just like, this should be a discussion, if not in the pods beforehand, because why is it always an issue of, well, you know, you should go on birth control, but if you don't want to, I understand, but you know, you really want her to go on birth control. It's.
I mean, to be fair, they should be asking a lot more questions than that, because we have people who have criminal histories. We have people who have children that aren't being disclosed.
Ask if they can boil water too. Like, seriously, ask if they know how to boil water. Are we kidding?
Literally.
Like, wait, I want to take a second. Thank you. Thank you, Shantella. That is so sweet. I think I'm not verified, and I'm actually glad I'm not verified right now, just because it kind of scares me to think that I would have to have 1 million people to be verified. So I'm okay with my people who like me. I'm okay with them. I'm like, follow me, because I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Wait, I'm sorry, because I have really bad ADHD, and I know we were talking about Marissa and Ramses, but this just popped in my head. Did anybody see that Hannah's brother, and they talked about this on Jessie Wu's Live, has been commenting to people of like defending her about how horrible of a person Nick is? Has anyone seen that?
I have not.
Okay, so
is he commenting on Nick's behalf, or is he defending Hannah, saying that Nick
Hannah
wasn't a bad person?
He is he is commenting, saying that Nick did a great job of looking like this sad, poor me, helpless boy, and like he said nice things, but in reality, like the things he said off camera was very vile and despicable. And then he responded to someone else and said, all this talk about why Hannah was so mean to Nick and like completely fair, but has anybody thought to ask like what he was saying to her off camera? And then in another thing, he implied, oh, this creator, Ricky Valero, made a thing about the reunion. I don't know if he was there at filming or if he saw it already or what, but he knew like a lot of stuff that happens. And he said that Nick was basically telling, oh no, Ricky said this. Ricky, I'm sorry guys, there's so many Rickys. Story time with Ricky said this, okay? Ricky said that Nick was allegedly telling everybody who would listen that he was not attracted to Hannah and that like she was not his type. And like whether it was like producers or other cast members, that allegedly he was just like very mean about her looks the whole time. So I just want thoughts, everyone.
I also feel like she did the same thing to him.
Agreed.
So after so many times saying, oh, you're short, you're this, you're that. And then when he finally responded, like, looks like I'm the only delusional one. Like, I was like, finally, because this girl said that she was always the prettiest girl, that she was always only the arm candy, that she only ever dated the quarterback, and because she was a cheerleader, blah, 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 blah. And like, that might have all been true, but let's be where we are right now. And let's be honest.
I'm not gonna lie to you, what would change my mind, I'm gonna be honest, and this is a hot take, sorry, guess this is who I am too. If when they first met each other, he humbled her in any capacity, looked her up and down, made a comment about her size. If he did anything like that, from that moment on, if I was her, I would hate him as somebody who's lost 89 pounds and been treated differently both times. I would hate him and I would humble him every chance I get, because you're already angry enough that you don't like how you look. But if someone else doesn't, you feel very insecure. And I could see a space where I would respond and humble him every chance. Because it's like, oh, who are you, shorty? Like, why are you talking to me this way? You can't even boil water. I would get angry. I could see that happening. Unhealed me. It's a hot take.
I think that's the situation. I can see that as a situation. We've seen that same thing. Their storyline is quite similar to Megan Fox. I forgot her name from last season. But Megan Fox and her guy, I think I could see your situation panning out being the same, quite frankly. Because I'm not saying that
no. Like, just to preface, like, do I think Nick humbled her right when he met her? I don't.
I don't think so. Yeah,
I could see that. I could see myself instantly attacking him.
Yeah, I don't think that happened. If that did happen, then that I would understand like some of what she did more so. But I definitely feel like that's just who she is.
And I said that too. If I get to interview Hannah, I'm going to be very honest about my opinion, which I think Hannah has always been mean.
Okay? Yeah, I think so too.
I think that people are confusing and saying that Hannah is insecure just because they're imposing these beauty standards onto Hannah, in which they think that just because she may be full figured that she has to be insecure. But I do think that Hannah has always had the personality that she has right now. And I don't think that all of that has to do with insecurity. I think that that's who she is as a person.
Yeah, I agree. I think that she definitely... She probably was like the super skinny, super like whatever, the blonde hair. I don't know if she has blue eyes, but blue eyed, like very stereotypical in her small town, wherever she was from. And people gravitated to her because she was really pretty, but her personality never had to develop beyond that. So she never actually had a personality besides saying like, I'm so this, I'm so that. I read books. And it's like, okay, go to the library then. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I also do think, sorry, not to interrupt you, but her parents cutting her off at 18,
so
like,
wild.
I'm going to tell you, like, I don't, like, that's not necessarily like a common thing. Do you know?
It's not normal at all.
It's not really like, I can't think of anybody I know that like is white that got cut off. Like I can't, and I'm not saying that I know people of color who got cut off opposing that, but that's not normal white people shit. Like you're usually dependent on your parents for forever. Like you could be 40 and still be calling mom and dad, like saying, hey,
literally,
here's my car. Like Nick's parents paying for him was actually like not surprising to me. Do you know what I mean?
My best friend who is white, who is from, we're both from Illinois. She literally just moved out of her parents' house that she grew up in, and she was literally just able to buy her own house. Like, so that is what most of my friends have been able to do.
Like, and I'm talking about at 18. Like, are my parents paying for my stuff? Absolutely not. But at 18, that your parents usually still think of you as pretty young. So I do wonder, and this is what I want to ask Hannah about. There's something about her parents being very type B and laid back that has made Hannah psychologically be very type A and very like intense with things. And I am curious about that part of Hannah. That doesn't give her a pass, but I'm curious about how she ended up the way she is with such laid back parents.
The vibe I got is that Hannah is just mean. So from the discussion that we're having now, I wouldn't, not saying that this probably happens, but like I wouldn't be surprised if she probably was mean to her parents as well. And they're just like, girl, go live your life.
You can go be mean to someone in someone else's home because I'm not going to pay your bills and you're going to be rude to me. And that's why when Nick said one of my jobs is being a good son, and I was like, you know what, period, because people will keep you around if they want to be around you. People did not want to be around Hannah, and that's probably when she was saying Katie was my best friend, I was like, that probably one is manipulation, trying to like make him seem worse than he is, and like, trying to like elevate the relationship to something that it wasn't. But two is probably because, yes, Hannah's friends probably drop her or ghost her because she's mean to them. She probably makes these little side comments, probably says all this stuff about them to their faces behind their backs. And they're like, I don't need to like be around you. So they probably do ditch her. So that's probably why she clings on to people like Katie so quickly.
I made a video. I think overall, and we only see her on TV, but I think she really is just, and it's okay. Some people are naturally just nice, and some people are mean. And I'm not saying like people can't change, but I think she's mean just based off of she's mean, and it's the fact that the people surrounding her, from what I see on the show, was not really correcting her. With the friends, when they were interrogating Nick, why are you interrogating Nick? She's in the wrong as well. And I just feel like they pussyfoot around her. The same thing with the brother. I made a video and I was just like, why are y'all both trauma bonding that Hannah was mean to y'all? She's mean.
Exactly. Does it remind you of Micah's friend group from whatever season?
Yes.
Yes. It was very much like they're like when they told Nick, like, see, and this is where I'm confused. Like, I'm like, the editors better not be fucking with me because I don't want to defend a man.
I don't either. It's Jimmy all over again.
That was me with my video. I don't want to defend, but Hannah.
I really don't want to defend Hannah, a mean blonde white girl who's been the cheerleader and like popular her whole life either. Like I don't want to defend that either. So it really gives me a horrible situation.
Yeah,
anyway.
It was giving me Jimmy all over again. I was like, I hated what they made me like defend Jimmy for when I had to defend him during that time.
But they had the same energy as Marissa's mom, but it wasn't okay. Marissa's mom, I'm completely okay with. That is your daughter. It is fine. I get it. But they had her energy and they were like, he would be like, you know, like parts of this process are hard. And they're like, what's hard? She's not asking you to change parts of your personality. And I was like, you guys are so mean. Like he can't even share his experience in this process without you like instantly.
Yeah. Just take out the dog. And it's like, it's not my dog. Like, honestly, it's not my dog. It's not my, like.
It did give me pause. Like I am going to say editors would like love to do a moment like this. And by the way, I'm supposed to be interviewing Nick. I'm setting things up right now. So I'm going to ask Nick flat out. But
yay!
I'm like, are we missing things? Like, because that conversation got very heated. Okay. And there is a world where I have a couple of friends who I bring when I want my friends who don't sugarcoat things. They're not going to be nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. But they're going to be kind. They're going to be kind to you, but they're not going to be nice and put your feelings above logic. So what was I going with that? Of course, Leah, smoke and have ADHD on this live. I'm not allowed to say weed. I don't know. Somebody else say something. I lost.
Oh no, you were saying that like you're gonna ask Nick, are they missing something because the conversation between their two friends?
Are we missing something? Like that conversation felt very heated. It felt like once again, this isn't me giving Hannah a pass because I've had my reservations from day one with Hannah, and same with Brittany, unfortunately. But I ended up liking Brittany. But I'm like. Is he saying stuff that would just make you go, this man is so incompetent? What are you saying? That they cut that out? And are they waiting to show that at the reunion? Like, haha, everybody, you thought Hannah was mean, but really, Nick's an idiot and mean. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like it's a thing of like, you tell your best friends, quote unquote, because she uses that term loosely, but you tell your friends some of the bad things that your partner does. And we all know that Hannah misremembers or just blatantly lies about things that happen. Like that girl on the dock called me a bitch and said I was jealous. It's like, that didn't happen. That's not what was said.
Hannah had Nick memorize the 5 things she hated about him. She's like, and what was 3?
And that's sick.
She's
like, diabolical.
He's socially aware. And she's like, and what's number 4? And he's like, I'm not secure enough. Why does he? It's like the song 7 Things I Hate About You.
So she probably had been telling her friends all this bad stuff about him. So that by the time that they meet him, they hate this guy because we all saw that her family was more on Nick's side than her side. So she's like, I can't come out looking like the bad guy because she is socially aware enough because she looks for like validation through other people and like by saying, oh. Like, I know what stocks are. I know this and I know that. It's like, Nick didn't brag saying, I'm almost able to buy a house. Nick didn't brag about, like, I have a full... I'm like, but you're also unemployed, Hannah. So, like, why can't you take out your dog? Like, you're unemployed.
No, but I think some of her hatred stems from jealousy. Like, I think she's jealous of Nick because he's placed in certain situations that she's not because, quite frankly, okay, you live at home, Nick. That's fine. you don't know how to do this, Nick. It's just like, Hannah, it's okay. The paying the phone bill, all of these conversations are just like, if this was such a big problem, why didn't you ask this earlier in the pods how he handles real life?
Okay, you know what? I'm going to get into what I forgot. I made a video about this, so you probably already saw this. But I truly think, like, okay, at a certain point, I was like, what is it with Hannah? But so number one, it bothers Hannah. First of all, everybody go follow Diamond and Nikki. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Everyone go follow. Okay. Wait, remind me what I was saying. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done that, but like, remind me what I was saying. Oh, yay, that worked!
You were saying that you were going to be talking to Nick and you were going to ask about if there was anything we were missing. And you said that, then Diamond says that, no, I think it was you that said that Hannah was upset because Nick is put in a situation that she isn't put in because like she had to like figure out things out at a younger age.
And then I was saying something about, okay, Hannah, first of all, it bothers her that Nick's not self-conscious, okay? It bothers her that he's okay with saying, I live at home, my parents still pay my car insurance. She wanted him to feel more insecure on that. So that's number one. But the second thing is, it bothered Hannah that Nick was so cool, calm, and collected that to her, that presents as fake. Hannah's very used to, in my opinion, toxic relationships and the highs and lows and volatility of them. And being able to, Hannah wants a man who won't let her walk all over them. That's what Hannah would say. She wanted Nick to have a reaction, whether that was being insecure over his parents' house or just being like, this is my plan to solve that, like feeling weird, or even just like when she's saying the things wrong with him, she wants him to snap back at her and tell her to stop, basically. And so I feel like she was so interrogative of him to try to get that response, and that's just not who he is.
Yeah. I think, and I just responded to the comment saying this, I think because he has a strong, like, his mother's Cuban, I think he reveres, like, the woman in his life where he's not going to try to, I mean, it doesn't seem like, we're not with them 24/7. But it seemed to me like he wasn't trying to like invalidate how she felt. So he was trying to like rectify it just in case like what she was seeing is what was actually happening.
That's what she's seeing. So he wanted to leave space for if he was doing the things that Hannah said he was. Is that what you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like, yes, I mean, I do live at home. Like, I don't know how to do this. So that is true. I don't know anything about stocks and bonds. Meanwhile, this man is like saving up enough to buy a home. But he didn't bring any of that stuff up on the show. Like, she's bringing up all her accolades, but he's not saying like, oh, I still have a job. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I have this.
And the thing is, I feel like the conversations that they were having, the things that she was beating him down on, he was willing to change. If it was just the same thing with the trash and the not knowing how to boil the water. I understand, like, at his age, he's supposed to know that. But why tear him down if you're not going to essentially teach?
Exactly.
Then it was also mentioned that the conversation of them not being, sexually compatible. If he said, hey, maybe let's not talk about that on camera. Why then talk about it on camera? It's like she purposely did things to just, she's a mess.
Yes. I will say, though, I'm going to be really honest. Nick confused me a little with he wants to protect his reputation and then being Rico Suave in the pods and hitting on every girl. So, like, I actually do think it was really inappropriate Hannah said that comment. I do. No way around it. But he also did confuse me a little bit. And I also do think it's wrong of them to put that in there. And you know they did it on purpose to be like, she disobeyed you. She said that shit. She said it. And it's like, God, like the producers are so grimy because it's like they could have, in theory, protected his request as well, which was to keep that off. Like all he asked for, show her freaking out of the duck, show me in my basement. I don't care. But don't show that. And they couldn't even do that. And also, Hannah, you're jobless. Like you quit your job for this and he's employed. So like, why are we acting like he's not responsible in any capacity?
Yeah.
Apparently, yes, we talked about that. Apparently, spoilers going around. Nick was telling everyone behind cameras he was not attracted to her. I still don't think that warrants the way that she treats him. And I wonder, it's not like who said something first, but I just wonder in which things happened.
Yeah, I mean, if someone was saying all this stuff about me, I wouldn't be attracted to them either. But he had to stick it out for the show. And I mean, he's probably sticking out until the altar or whoever, like, he knew Hannah would break it off beforehand, hopefully.
And then I wouldn't be surprised if it was like earlier in the beginning before, okay, maybe like post or pre-duck, things like that. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a conversation that happened. You've seen that with other couples happen before.
I didn't realize he looked for the spaghetti in the fridge. That was wild.
But also, I'm like, if his mom is like that into cooking, maybe she makes fresh dough and that's in the fridge, you know? There's like, she said spaghetti. Maybe he was like, maybe he thinks that spaghetti is anything. So like, he's like ravioli. Ravioli goes in the fridge.
Oh my God, Garrett did something so niche. Like my parents like used to keep ketchup in the pantry, and like Garrett like keeps his mustard in the pantry, and like Taylor yelled at him because like it spoils and you're supposed to keep it in the fridge after opening it, and she said she was going to get like a separate condiment bottle and not use Garrett's. That sent me conversations like that. I wish we saw more of. Also, where was one season, I feel like it was Lauren and Cameron, but it might not be. Like somebody used the other person's toothbrush, and she was.
It was Lauren and Cameron.
That was Lauren and Cameron.
Yeah, he wanted to. They didn't. He didn't actually use it. He was like, I don't want it mined in. She's like, that's disgusting.
Like that is so funny to me. Like I want to see more genuine moments like that. Also, do you guys agree with my take that, like Love is Blind planning their bachelorette parties and being so lame is like another thing that makes it feel disingenuous?
100%.
I saw your video
why are they not
before.
inviting anybody else? Like none of these people are real friends like that. But like it's overproduced, and like also it's Love is Blind is this thing where everything is overproduced, but everything is also underproduced because it's so poorly executed and so poorly planned.
I saw your video before hopping on. I thought that the slumber party tent was so cheesy. And this is not a natural bachelorette part. I just need them to end it.
Just don't even show us, okay?
Yeah.
Make them sit inside the hotel at this point because you're not letting them have any fun. This is torture. Like, strap a GoPro on them, send them to the strip clubs, and let me see the debauchery that happens and who does what, so I know who's ready to get married. Do that.
See, Tyler would have come back with like another baby. That's the issue.
See, Tyler would have had to try to turn his off, like bad. Really bad. Like they should have had to wear like body cams, like walk around, and that you can't turn off live streaming to producers so that we know what the heck is going on at all times. Because I almost called him Kryler. Not that being good. Ryler cried the whole time. Like, listen, that was pretty good because I heard somebody call Kaylor. Wait, did they call Kaylor Kryler? Because I can't steal that then.
Yeah, I called Kaylor Kryler.
Ah! Okay, I was like, I've heard that. I've heard that somewhere. Okay. Oh my God, Gerald. Oh wait, or Gerald. Love you.
Thanks, Gerald.
Thanks, Gerald. I always used to say name wrong. Side note, the name Renee as a kid used to send me, and I would call it Renee.
Oh, that's so cute.
Renee?
Yeah, but I would be like, oh my God, your mom's name is Renee. Like, how cute. They'd be like, it's not. Do we have anything else to discuss before we hang up?
No, I was going to let you know it is about to be 11:30 my time, and you said 11:15.
Yeah, you're 15 past. Yeah. But I'm surprised you didn't want to get into Ashley and Tyler.
Just tell me what you think really quick. I'll give it 5 more.
Well, basically what I said in the comments, I think if we didn't have all the extra noise, I think it would have been a beautiful wedding. Did you catch that the dad said that he treated women poorly?
I got that vibe just because
breeze through.
And he also implied too, sort of like stick in it, good or bad. I didn't like that.
I wrote that down. I didn't like that either. And that's why I'm waiting to see how the reunion pans out. But I didn't like that advice either at all.
Like, I'm like, that's advice that may be good for a man to a woman because so many men leave women during illness and just pregnancy and so many things. But as far as women and what we endure, it's like, first of all, no, it could be abusive. Like, let us leave. Like, don't give me that advice to stay. There's so many bad situations.
Exactly.
Even if you just hate him, if you wake up every morning and hate him, leave. Like, you should be allowed to leave.
And then I think especially with her situation, I think a lot of people were, I get the vibe that they're very, I see why Alex is positive, because I think she has a positive family bond. However, I don't want it to, I don't know her business, but I don't want it to make it seem like she has to stick beside Tyler and his discretions because of marriage. That's just how I see it. But yeah, that's my only tidbit on it.
100%, because if you're being, it's not like you've had 6 years to get to know someone. You're being deceived into 41 days. Like, if you don't know the full story of someone, that's not the advice to just stay regardless. But Ashley said too that after her pops passed away, that made her rekindle things with her dad. You know what I mean? Right? Didn't she say that?
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah.
So I feel like not necessarily her and her dad's relationship was strained, but I could tell that Ashley was still, I can like feel her energy. Like she was still feeling like a little tense a little bit.
I think it's something still there, even by her tone when she was like, oh yeah, my mom is going to walk me the rest of the way. I think it's still something like they're still working through their relationship.
Which is fair, because if he's mistreated women in the past, then her mom would be one of those women. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's call it. Thank you for joining me, both of you. I'm going to go watch all of your videos after Diamond so I can catch up on your takes as well. Thank you, every single person who joined. Let's do this again sometime.
We should. Don't judge me on my takes now.
I won't. Don't judge me on mine or how often I garden or forget where I'm saying. So sorry. Bye.
Bye.